Hey guys, today we are going to read the chapter from your literature book of class 9th, and that is Moments. So the name of the chapter is My Childhood, and it is a 6th chapter of your literature book. So in that chapter the writer is actually the main character of the story. So he is none other than the Abdul Kalam Azad. Abdul Kalam. So as all of us know that Abdul Kalam is known as the missile man of India, who has also served our country as a president, and moreover in that chapter we shall study about his childhood days. So as the title suggests, my childhood, so we are going to read everything related to the childhood of Abdul Kalam. So initially Abdul Kalam says that I was born in a Tamil family and it was in Tamil Nadu, Rameshwaram. So the environment that I got, it was a combination of both, where people used to pray Lord Ram and where the people were also busy, also involved, also engaged in reading the principles, reading the learnings of Prophet Muhammad Sahab. Means people were not indulged, or people were not curious about what is happening with the Hindu, what is happening with the Muslim. They were all together all the time. So he says that the environment that I got, it was a harmony and peaceful environment. The Hindus used to learn from the Muslims and the Muslims used to learn from the Hindus. So there was a fraternity, there was a boyhood all the time. And in that boyhood, it was me who found that my house, that was a Pakka house. It was near the street where there was a mosque. So Abdul Kalam says that in that street there were numbers of houses which were of Hindus and Muslims also, and they used to live like a family. And now he talks about his parents. So he says that my father's name is Janul Badin and my mother's name is Ashi Amma. So my mother, she used to feed numbers of people at our home. Although our family initially had numbers of people, means my siblings, my brothers, my sisters, my father, my uncle, my brother-in-law. So all of us used to live together. But in that case, it did not make any sort of difference in our feelings and emotions. We used to love each other. So he says that except intelligence, wisdom, wittiness, I did not get anything from my parents as innate. Innate means heredity. So whatever I got from my parents, it was wisdom, intelligence, generosity, politeness. And if it comes to the physical appearance, I was a short and a boy who was having long hairs that used to flutter through the head. So he says that except the physical appearance, I got everything from my parents, and people used to call me a polite man, and it was just because of the heredity that I got. It was just because of the inheritance that I got from my parents. My family was a very humble, very polite and very calm nature family. But there was something that I can never describe, and it was the Second World War broke out. So in 1939, when I was around 8 to 9 years old, Second World War broke out. And when it broke out, so emergency was declared. So initially when the Second World War broke out, I found that there are numbers of people who are fond of tamarind. Tamarind means imli. So there are numbers of people who were fond of tamarind, and I used to run behind them. But my brother-in-law told me that you can sell these tamarinds on to the nearby shops. So I started doing that, and I used to get 1 anna. But I didn't think that it was my first wages, because I did not do any sort of hard work in that. There was no labor from my side. Labor means hard work. So there was no labor from my side. But when the emergency was declared, and it was due to the aligned forces, the forces that were fighting, so there came a turning point in my life, and it was the point when the trains used to move, and they used to have a halt. The station between Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. So Dhanushkodi and Rameshwaram, these are basically the junctions. So the train used to have a halt between them, and at that point of time I used to sell the newspapers, and then I had my first wages, and it was just because of my brother-in-law Shamsuddin. Now he told that my brother, my cousin Shamsuddin, he was the one who, just because of whom I got my first wages. But I didn't think that it was my first wages because there was no labor. But when I started selling the newspaper, it was due to my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, and his name was Jalaluddin. So you have to, at that point, Shamsuddin and Jalaluddin. Shamsuddin is his cousin and Jalaluddin is his brother-in-law. Now he says that it was my brother-in-law Jalaluddin who used to tell me about Dinamani. Dinamani was the newspaper of that time. So he tells that at that point of time it was the Dinamani newspaper which used to spread the news everywhere as fast as fire. So at my home it was Jalaluddin, my brother-in-law, who used to tell us about the news of the world. But it was Shamsuddin, who, just because of whom I got my first wages. Now he says that I had three friends. Number one, Ramanand Shastri, who was the son of a priest, and my friend Ramanand Shastri, he used to take the people to the pilgrimages, to the temples, and then he used to help his father there. My second friend was Aravindan. Aravindan was the son of a transporter. Means when the people used to came to the pilgrimage, so they had to cross the river. And to cross the river, Aravin's father, he provided the boats, and he used to take the charge for that. So Aravindam joined the business of his father. And my last friend was Shiv Prakashan. So Shiv Prakashan started catering business. Catering business means providing foods, water, beverages. So he used to provide the beverages, he used to provide the food materials in the Southern Railways. These were my best friends. Now he says that one day, as being a Muslim, I used to put on a cap and kurta pajama. So I was in the class, and there came a new teacher. And when the new teacher saw that I am sitting with my three friends, and one of them is the son of a priest, so he could not digest that. He could not stomach that. And there is a word that you have to remember. He could not stomach. Stomach means digest. And he asked me to sit at the last row because I was from the Hindu family. So I sat there, but I had a different feeling. Being a child, I had a different feeling. When I shared this incident with my parents, with my other teachers, they called the new teacher, and he was given a warning that you cannot create discrimination in the school because it creates hazardous impact on the lives of the children, on the mindset of the children. And after that, none of the case like this came. So in that incident, Abdul Kalam just wants to say that we must have fraternity, we must have brotherhood, and there should be no discrimination in Hindu, Muslim or anyone else, black or white. There should be no discrimination. And in Rameshwaram there was no discrimination. In India there is no discrimination. Although we are in a secular state, we are in a secular country. So these kind of things should be prohibited. And this thing was learned by Abdul Kalam at the age of 8 to 9. Now he tells that I do had science teacher Subramanyam Iyer sir. So he once called me at his home for the dinner. When I went there, his wife, who was an orthodox. Orthodox means the one who has the old belief. Those belief whom you can never change. But she called me. But inside she had a belief that I belong to a Muslim family, so I must have had the meat, or I am a Muslim, so she did not want to get me in. But my sir had called me, so when he called me in, his wife did not like that. But when I started having the food, she found that I am having the food the way they used to have. There was nothing different in me. Next time she called me by herself that you have to come to my home. And when I went to her again, she fed me with her hands. because she found that there is nothing like Hindu and Muslim. Gita and Quran both are same. Muhammad and Ram both are same. Ali and Ram both are same. So she started calling me oftenly. She started calling me frequently after that. Now he tells that when in 1945 the World War ended, and in 1947 India got independence. After that I asked my father that I want to go to Ramanatham for the higher studies. So my father said that yes, you can go because you are a seagull. Seagull is a seabird. Seagull is a seabird. So when the baby, when the son, when the boy or the daughter, when the child of the seagull, young seagull wants to fly, his parents or her parents never stop her. Either whatever happens, they never stop her. They simply say that it is your life, you can do whatever you want to do. So my father treated me as a seagull and he said that yes, you can go. But my mother did not want me to let me go. So she said that no, you cannot go. But my father told her about the poem and the name of the poem was written by Khalil Gibran, and the name of the poem was Young Children. So in that poem, Young Children, there was a line that we should not rule the children. We should not curtail the children. Curtail means bind the children. So when my father recited these lines to my mother, she also agreed to send me. And then your chapter is over, class. So hope you would have liked that. And thank you from my side. We'll meet again with a new chapter. Thank you, everyone.